Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this post-pay-per-view installment of Dad's on Wrestling. I, of course, am the Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams.
And I am Sleeping Beauty.
The fuck you say?
Or was it Rip Van Winkle, right? Is that the guy that slept all that time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Rip Van Winkle, that's who I am. So I was up through the pay-per-view.
Lord, I apologize for this show in advance.
It's gonna be bad, yeah. Ugh.
I actually think an episode with Jade is going to be better than our show right now.
Probably.
Hey!
Probably.
No offense.
That's a good
no
thing.
Offense. Your shows usually go butt-fucky, though. I have a feeling this is going to be worse than the butt-fuckiest episode you've been on. That's a compliment.
Somewhere in there is a compliment in there.
So.
Alright, so, TLC. I saw part of it during the first airing from 5 to 8.
And you saw none of it during the second airing from when I got home
10 to 1.
the end.
Yeah. Because we had to watch it so late and I was so tired.
He saw more of the inside of his eyelids than he did the actual show.
This is very true. This is very true. But, started off on the right foot. Zack Ryder became the new United States Champion.
Yes, just as we prophesized.
Yes.
Although, as we said on the prediction show, I don't think we would have been completely upset if Dolph had retained. We love Dolph.
Right.
But it was Ryder's time to shine.
It definitely.
Ryder is now a double champion. Something I don't think Statboy pointed out.
No.
Yeah. I
Because
forgot.
Statboy, just like WWE, decides not to recognize the Internet Wrestling Championship.
That's wrong.
But it is a championship nonetheless.
It is.
Because we are the Internet Tag Team Champions.
That's right. As recognized by you all.
Yeah. One of y'all made us those champions.
Yeah, one of y'all did that. Yeah, I forget who that was. Sorry about that. Damn.
But yeah, Dolph and Zack was a good match.
Yeah, it really was.
Really, really hot. Really good way to start off the show. I liked the "Let's Go Ryder" woo woo woo.
Yeah, that was
filled
good.
the arena.
Yeah. They weren't like competing with each other. They were going with each other. That was kind of cool for once.
Vicky getting ejected was kind of funny.
That was.
As much as I love watching Vicky, I can't stand hearing her.
Right.
So,
Seriously.
watching her get ejected was kind of funny.
Yep.
Next match, I guess, was a surprise for Jade and Mike, even though we knew about it and we talked about it. The tag team titles. Air Boom defending against Primo and Epico.
I we talked about it on the prediction show itself, but we did
Right.
talk about it going into the show because it was announced on .com, I believe.
Yeah, we talked about it in the house once it was officially announced.
Yeah, I saw part of this match.
You know, I want to clear something up here right now. Statboy made a comment during his episode
Okay.
about how he doesn't like when they just throw two people together.
Right.
They didn't exactly throw Primo and Epico together. They're fucking cousins.
Yeah.
They're family.
Blood.
It's the Colognes version 2.0. It's not exactly throwing Kofi Kingston and Evan Bourne together and making them a team.
Right.
It's family.
Stat boy.
I am a little bit perturbed, though, that the Colognes did not take the titles.
Considering they beat the champions twice last week on TV, well, actually, if you count the Superstars as TV,
Nobody else does.
yeah. They beat the Colognes beat the champions twice on TV, and they beat the Usos. So I don't understand why they didn't get the straps, but you know that's WWE's booking for you.
And Evan, you know, just coming back from being punished for that sticky icky, synthetic as it may be,
He didn't share.
they should have punished him by taking the straps off of him.
That's right. The night he got punished, truth be told.
Truth be told, but they didn't. I do see Primo and Epico possibly getting the straps before Mania, though.
Perhaps
If they keep this momentum roll they're on, because any reason to see Rosa Mendez on TV is a good day by me.
Exactly.
I actually had to shut Jade up. She's sitting there during the entrances. I'm like, hush! Rose is on TV.
That's right. Oh, yeah, and the other day she gave Rose a crap for doing this. Like, Eddie,
Yeah.
she was like, that's a Latina thing, man. That's not just Eddie,
Seriously.
that's everybody.
Eddie may have made the shimmy famous, but that is a Latino thing.
And, if she's going like this, I got no problem with it
Exactly.
whatsoever.
Next up was the tables match. Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett.
Disappointments abound. Didn't even see it. And I know it was booked incorrectly.
Not really for me, because if you remember, I told you they're not going to let Randy lose the last pay-per-view of the year.
I understand that.
I do think Wade should have gone over.
Yeah.
But I called it, nonetheless.
You did call it. You did.
So it wasn't really a surprise. Yeah. It was just bad booking.
Yeah. I'm not saying I was surprised. I'm just saying I was disappointed in the way they booked that. That was ridiculous. Definitely
disappointed. Wade should have gotten the victory. The Barrett barrage should have kept on steamrolling.
Yes.
You know, I do like the way he did it, though. He's playing possum on the chair, and then popped up at the last second to drop him through the table, you know.
Yeah. I got a tweet during the pay-per-view when it was airing from 5 to 8 about where's the slammy for that RKO. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was out picking up my niece. I missed this match. I was hoping I'd stay awake, and it didn't happen.
But you didn't.
I didn't know.
Next up, an impromptu Divas title match. Beth Phoenix versus K Squared. I have to say, though, I was scared.
I was, too.
I was scared. They showed the little clip from the Slammies.
Yeah.
What she won the Slammy Award for, basically doing a roll-up.
Yeah.
And winning her first Divas title.
Yep.
She hit the same move and almost caught Beth. And my heart was pounding. I was like, don't you dare job Beth out that way. But alas, the Glamazon reigns supreme. Pin-Up Strong is still going strong. And I don't think we touched on this when we were giving our review of the Slammies. Why is Lita siding with Kelly Kelly?
Yeah.
The Lita that ran through WWE, even when she was babyface.
Yeah.
All the way up till she turned heel and left, would not have been caught dead shaking Kelly Kelly's hand.
Nope.
She was always anti what Kelly Kelly stands for.
Exactly. Just
like the Pit Up Strong girls.
Yep.
I gotta say, there was a small part of me that wanted to see Lita come out and screw Kelly.
Never mind.
Not like that. Not the Eric Bischoff HLA kind of fashion.
Whoa! That's what I was thinking.
I know it's what you were thinking. That's why I had to clarify.
20 after 1 in the morning, man. My head's all over the place.
Next was the Terrier Quadricep match. Hunter Pudge Helmsley versus Kevin Nash. Hey, I had to point it out to Jade, man. Her boy's six-pack is turning into a keg.
Ooh. I wouldn't know anything about that.
I don't think he had a six-pack to begin with.
This is very true.
You went from a case to a keg.
That's right.
But it was a really good match. Dare I say, better than Hunter's Mania match.
Oh, yeah.
As far as performance-wise. Story-wise, the Mania match was better.
Yes, definitely.
But as far as performance-wise,
yeah,
Kevin Nash impressed the fuck out of me for a 52-year-old man.
He really did. I actually saw this one during the first hearing because I was actually awake for the first hearing. And I was very impressed by the way Nash and Hunter pulled this one off. I was like, hey.
Kev took a couple of really sick bumps that, you know, for someone his age, for someone who's had as many injuries and surgeries as Kev shouldn't be taken.
Yeah.
But he did it.
Yep.
You know, tried to throw up the click like, truce, man, we're brothers. Fuck you, suck it.
Yep. Let's just hope when they re-air this match somewhere down the line that there's no Katy Perry song involved.
Right?
I get it for Undertaker.
Yeah. Stat Boy's looking at us like he didn't know what we're talking about. When they aired the WrestleMania TV special, they dubbed Firework, was it?
No, Supernatural.
Yeah.
For Undertaker's entrance.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
They gave Metallica back to Triple H. I was like, oh, okay, cool. We're going to hear Johnny Cash. Kiss me. And we're like, scratching our heads going, we waited all these months to watch this, and fast forward.
Undertaker came out to Katy Perry.
Yeah, that was wrong.
I still think it was a rib by Michelle McCool. I think it was a rib to her man.
It could have, you know what? Anything's possible.
He done pissed
Then-
her off,
That's
maybe.
Then we got another impromptu match.
We did.
Sheamus versus the All-American
Jobber.
Jack in the Box Swagger.
Yep.
And we got to see Vicky again,
We did, which is fine.
but Sheamus once again pulled up the victory, defeating Swagger. And I don't remember if it was Keen or Cole, but they made the comment about, I think what Vicky wants for Christmas is a winning person in her stable, someone who could actually get a victory.
I know.
I think that's a king joke.
Yeah,
That
sounded like a
was
Lawler thing.
bad, but it was so true.
Yeah.
Both of her guys lost tonight.
I think TLC was the night for the babyface fans. I really do. And it's just,
I could see that.
It wasn't pretty.
I could see that. Maybe now Swagger and Ziggler will actually form a cohesive unit and go after the tag straps.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
Because I think they could do some serious damage and help create a tag division again.
Hopefully. Something needs to.
Next up, the World Heavyweight Championship chair match. Big Show versus Mark Henry.
Yeah.
And Big Show comes out and he starts just chucking tables in the ring, or chairs in the ring. I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck is this? ECW?
ECW. That's exactly what Statboy said the first time it aired.
That's what he said in the show, too.
Yeah.
Going back to his ECW roots. He wasn't real ECW. He was WWE ECW.
The fake ECW, as Shelley
I
called
love
it.
you, Stat Boy, but that wasn't ECW roots.
It was
Not for Big Show anyway.
Sorry. The whole chair in the ring thing was circa 1995. When the
And
Giant
I'm
was
like-
still chokeslam and Hulk Hogan at WCW.
And I'm like, okay. He's just putting 500 weapons into the ring
Yeah.
for Mark Henry to hit him with as soon as he gets in the ring.
Yep. Sure enough.
But what really could have been a clusterfucky match, I think, was executed very well.
Turned out
Good
very
storytelling
well. It really did.
from both guys. And Statboy looked this up while you were dozing.
Yes.
Did you know that Mark Henry is actually older than the Big Show?
I did not know that. It
You
doesn't
wouldn't
surprise
be
me.
able to tell just looking at him. You'd think Big Show's a lot older.
Well, knowing that Mark Henry was in the Olympics at the time that Big Show was an itty bitty baby, even though he wasn't itty bitty, rookie in WCW, it doesn't surprise me.
It was only like a few months difference.
But still.
But it just caught us off guard because Statboy is trying to find out for Jade who the youngest person on the roster is. Male.
And it turned out to be
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Chewy.
By a few months over Cody.
We'll get to Chewy in a minute.
But Big Show taking the title off of Mark Henry was not the story.
No, it was not.
Because after chair shot to the leg and a DDT, the boyhood dream of Bryan Danielson, not Daniel Bryan, Stat Boy, you know better on this channel. The boyhood dream of Bryan Danielson came true as he cashed in the Money in the Bank briefcase to become the new World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't care if you turn heel. I don't care if you said WrestleMania. I don't care.
I hope
Happy.
he can hold it until Mania.
I hope so,
think
too.
it'll be a huge mistake if they put the strap on him and then take it away from him so quickly.
Our boy Johnny Suave pointed out something on Twitter that we've been talking about internally here for a few months. We've been talking about Punk versus Bryan at WrestleMania for the cash-in for a while. Unification.
I think so. That would be an interesting spin. Punk versus Bryan in the unification match?
I'd like to see it personally.
I could see it happening, especially with all the super shows they've been doing.
Right.
You know, basically Raw and SmackDown are together again anyway.
For lack of a better term, yeah.
So unifying the titles and just having one champion.
If they're going to do a match to
Johnny
do it...
Suave, I don't care if Statboy gets me for this, that is Statboy approved.
That's right. We'll hashtag it later.
Then we got Cody Rhodes versus Booker T after like
For the
second or third
568
time
yeah.
they were trying to totally pushed this off. Cody attacking Booker backstage. Cody attacking Booker on his way to the ring the first time.
I think this makes Cody look weak. I really do. I think it was horrid decision to do that way, because Cody looked weak, because Cody had to attack Booker twice to weaken Booker down enough to the point where Booker couldn't even spin a Rooney properly, and then Cody took him out. And it was like, really? Booker's like, what, 500 years old? And,
Not that old.
And Cody can't take him out as the Intercontinental Champion straight up?
I think it would have been a lot better storytelling if they'd actually given the belt to Booker after all that.
We talked about that on the predictions show.
You know, I mean, considering he was attacked twice during the course of the night, I really was expecting Booker to get the belt after that second attack. The first attack, whatever.
Yeah.
But after the second attack, and the determination and the fire, the heat in Booker's eyes, like what I did there, the heat in Booker's eyes there, backstage, when he was talking to Josh Matthews,
Yep.
I thought he was going to walk away with it. I'm not disappointed that he didn't.
Yeah,
Again,
exactly.
love Cody.
Mm-hmm.
But after all that storytelling, I think they really dropped the ball, so to speak, by not putting the strap onto Booker.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
From a storytelling perspective.
Yeah, I am glad that Cody walked away with the title, though. So.
And then the main event, CM Punk defeating The Miz and Alberto Del Rio.
I first of all need to play taps from our boy Chewy, who took the sickest table bump I ever did see in my life. It was... Oof.
All I gotta say is you can't keep a good Punk down.
That's right.
No
Jeez.
matter what they threw at him, he overcame the odds, proving why he was the superstar of the year.
Definitely. And he even said that in the interview.
You know, Chewy cuffed him to the ladder, broke the ladder, got free. Miz cuffed him to the turnbuckle.
He
unscrewed that son of a bitch, and that is hard to do.
So I pointed out on Twitter, Punk had experience that doing ring crew for WWE for so many years. You know, before he actually got called to the main roster. You know.
I can believe it, man. You know, Lord knows he was probably doing it while he was World Heavyweight Champion. Lord knows WWE wasn't booking him right.
Oh.
Did I say that out loud?
But
you know it's true.
It is. It really is. And
Punk was not booked right until June 27th, 2011, and beyond.
And beyond. I brought up something before you came home, while we were waiting for you to watch the replay part of this. This is definitely the reigns of the young guns. Punk, Bryan, Kofi and Evan, Zack, Cody. The only really veteran that's been around for more than a few years is Beth Phoenix, as far as champions go. And she's
as far as the
young
WWE roster.
Yeah, I was the WWE roster.
Say, Bryan's been around for 12 years.
Right, but as far as WWE
sure
debut,
been around for about as long.
Right, WWE debut wise,
yes,
they've been around a shorter time than John Cena's been on the roster, which is what we've been talking about as far as Cena and Orton, getting the
2002 almost 2002
class
with the company.
Yes, the 2002 class. All these champions now are post Cena debut, which is like that hasn't happened in a long time.
Well, Punk's been around since 06. So that's pretty good. That's 5 years with the company.
Yeah.
Not counting, the 2-week hiatus.
Yeah.
When his WWE Championship was in his refrigerator.
But he only debuted earlier this year. He only came back about 3 months ago. Or whatever it was.
So, what did y'all think of TLC? Honestly, I know TLC is supposed to be a throwaway pay-per-view.
That's my favorite.
But I think it's right up there with like Money in the Bank as far as one of the best pay-per-views of the year.
Yep. Alexis Drevko, the Proud Russian. This is his favorite pay-per-view in like years, he said. I was like, I'm right up there with you. This is one of the best shows I've seen in a long time.
I definitely think that this pay-per-view is better than one of the big four this year.
Oh, yeah. No question.
I would dare say that Money in the Bank and then TLC, number 1 and 2, my pay-per-views for this year.
It must have been the weekend before. SNL pulled a great show out of their ass the night before. Freaking Jimmy Fallon.
In the stars. A million miles away.
I hate you.
Oh, actually, New York and Baltimore. Really
you don't
far
hate
away.
me. 'Tis the season. It is a week before Christmas, girl. I'll take your presents back.
Oh.
about giving in.
So
Are we
anyways,
fucking Dora on purpose? Oh, okay.
this show actually went a lot better than I was expecting. I was half expecting Jeff to go all Curtis Hughes and start dozing on me during the show.
There's no ring for me to sleep on, otherwise I probably would have.
So
Thank you all for watching. Is this going to be the last dads before Christmas?
I do believe so. There might be one more depending on what Raw and SmackDown bring us.
And what time will we get back? Jay and I get back on Wednesday. So Merry Christmas, you guys, if we don't make it back by then.
And if we do, then we'll see you then. Dads on Wrestling.